Hello everyone, this is Joe. I hope you're having a great day today. We're going to finish the demo of Shapez 2 by completing the bonus challenges. Without further ado, let's go. Okay, and now for the demo challenges. Let's look at the different layer for this one. Alright, so we have pins at the bottom. And the rest of the shape, we mostly have them laying around, so yes, let's start with our inverted arrowhead and add some pins on each side. All right. Let's continue doing what we've done earlier and make a little side factory here to create the right shape. We'll come back to the top part afterwards. So this goes at 40. And we need to do the same thing on the opposite side. There we go, we got our bottom shape. Next layer is our opposite circle. At least we're already building this in this area, so that should be simple enough. So this will go on top instead. This is going to create a few bogus shapes first. Let's see if we are good to go from here afterwards. Just want to validate because it's new, so... Alright, that's correct, so we understand how that works. And next layer is this shape here. Which is already what we were building here, so... We'll send this one on top. Okay, so we are back again with the right shape. Now we need to redo what we had previously, and then recreate that shape that will go on top for the third layer. Don't believe we need that side anymore. This is the ones that we're trashing, so... Okay, so I'm going to create the top shape using this triangle here. And we are going to delete this for now as we don't need it. We're going to duplicate what we have here to create the arrowhead. I'm going to try to make it a little bit less messy than this time. Okay, make this a little bit less messier again. We're gonna take this one here instead of this, and I'll send the other one below. Since the part that matters is in the same place anyway. Okay, we got our two sides. Just need to do the stacker here. There we go. So we're going to just clean up this line. The game knows this is what's gonna come afterwards. So trash a little bit while we fix this. So we're gonna use this to create this last layer on top. Try to do two stacker here, so let's see if we can shave some space. That will go on top. And we need to get this here, bring it to the bottom on the other side. I believe if we send this here, that should get all the way to the beginning. It's this middle lane here. We don't have anything going this way, so we'll shove it there. And that should complete our build speed. We are almost done with the trash. The first one is right here. And there we go. Build speed 4 is done. Now on to cutting speed. So this is half of a blue square with 2 pins, then a half of a red with 2 pins, and on top half of a white square. So we should have all this on hand. We didn't use blue yet. All right. So we're going to start with the bottom layers. This half square here. Okay, well, we just unlocked belt speed, so click on it, doesn't hurt. So for this one, I'm thinking of using the swapper. We haven't used it yet. And we're going to combine these two halves, and then we will rotate it and simply cut it. We haven't used it yet, so it's just to see the type of usage we can do with that. Okay, we're going to save this as a blueprint. Now we have this half here that we care about. Oh, I can put that here because it's next to the exit here. So I'm going to move everything down from one. I'm going to move this thing just a little bit. Okay, now we need to rotate it and then chop it. We have a lot of space, we don't need to be stingy with this. And finally, we need to add the pins at the bottom. Okay, the pin goes at a specific place, which is the top right. Right, we just remove the extra part to put the pin. And there's our first piece. Next, we have to do the same thing with the red. Alright, the red is here. Our blue is there. Let's start combining around here. We'll do the pin thing here as well. And the red is ready. Last, finally, we have to do the same thing with the white, except we just need the half square. We don't need the pin. Let's follow here, so... Don't believe any of this is in use anymore. Yes, this was to create the old shape we had, so let's make sure everything is trashed properly. But we are going to take this half here and send it above. And we'll send it in this direction here, so... Might not go full speed because it's only going to take half of it, but because of the volume we have here, we shouldn't run into problems. Okay, we have our half square here. Just need to bring everything together. There we go. Okay, just to be easier on the eye, we're going to make sure to follow this same orientation here. So it's pretty simple now that we have all the different rotator. It's normally just, it's going to be always only one rotator, so it's not going to be too complex. It's been a while. Let's bring our little stacker. And on top of this, we need to add our last piece. I believe we did that correctly. Let's send that to the middle. Okay, we don't really have a way to easily send it there from what we have, so we're going to create a new way to end up here. I think the best way will be to go this way and then this way. Go here, so this shape is not useful anymore. We're just going to trash it here. Okay, we seem to have messed something up earlier with the other shape. I'll do a quick fix on this afterwards. Okay, that should be this one done. And now let's see why this one is not working. So we seem to have deleted the quarter of our circle. We don't need this anymore, so I'm gonna reuse. This goes all the way here. I'm just going to delete all this. This is a case of, again, of one of the sides being slower than the other one. Put a band-aid on it. Depends when we try to do band-aids. There we go, that will fix it temporarily. Yeah, it should all be fine. Okay. And now the last one, before the final one. Let's do the stacking speed 3. Seems pretty simple. Need to have an opposite square with a tiny red square and then a quarter circle on top. We do have some of this going on here that we're not using, so that will be our base. I believe we had created some single square as well earlier, so getting a little bit messy, but we could use some of this here. And combine that with that. All right, so we are. We'll do something around here. So I said earlier that we have plenty of space. Yeah, we're almost at half, so I guess it goes up pretty fast. Okay. Let's get our square. And we have some space here. We could just cut it while we're here. Breaking a little bit our pattern, but we're almost done anyway the demo, so it's not like it's going to hurt us in the future. This is going to double what we have, so we only need half of it. So instead of 5, we'll take 3. I'll position this one to be in the right corner, and we can move the other shape afterward. Okay, we're going to intercept here and merge it with our other shape here. If we wanted to be more efficient, I guess we could have positioned it so that the pin goes directly where we want it, but we'll just rotate it first. When we did our last upgrade, this is now a bit faster, so we don't need 4 anymore. We're good with 3 only. All right, we are going to be ready for our merge. All right, now we need to get a quarter circle. Okay, we had some around here earlier. Let's see if we can make a good use of it. Otherwise, we can just pull some from here instead. I believe this is all in use, so I go here. Yeah, they're both moving, so we'll need to just get an additional one. Let's take this one here and transform it into the quarter that we need. We'll keep it simple. Since we're only going to want 150, I'm going to use 4 of them instead of 5. Okay, I've done this the lazy way here with the trash, but if we want to, we could use half of this instead, because we're going to double it here, but it should be 150. Okay, I'm gonna stop checking them into space. That should be fine. So we have it here, and we have started building. Oh, right here, right, so that's good, alright. We have put it here, so we'll need just to rotate our square before, or circle before they get there. And that should be correct. We need to send that in the middle. And we have only one shape left. We're going to use this highway here. This is pretty messy, but that's how we like it. Okay, we're just going to use these ones here. They're not very busy, and we don't have a lot of things going this way. Oh, I didn't know you could throw them from the top. I guess you could do the same thing then to transfer between platforms. Alright, let's watch our shape coming in. And there we go. Only have this monster shape to do left. It's not too bad. Okay, so it is opposite circle that are blue, opposite square red, then 4 pins on top, followed by same shape in white, and then 4 arrowheads together. Since this is the only thing left, we can probably be a little lazy and start combining things that we're not using in our factory. So let's start with the bottom layer. Let's find some blue circle. It's the only one we have here, so... Okay, so here we have been discarding some of what we could use, so I'm going to use this instead. Okay, I'm just going to trash this until I can think more. Alright. So this is one that we need. Since we don't need the other half, we can just rotate it and cut it, which is what I'm going to do. So we're going to do this the simple way with the half destroyer, since we don't need the other sides of the shape anyway. It does go at 50 now, so we'll finish creating the shape on this side. And finally, we'll need to do our stacking here. Yeah, we can test what we just learned earlier. We can just use the higher level to send it. And that creates the bottom shape here, at least half of it. We have to do the same thing with some red squares. I don't believe we have some of this left. Okay, well, let's find a bell that's not used completely. an example here. Okay, the bottom two doesn't seem to be used anymore. That's correct, they are stopped. Alright, stacking speed upgrade completed. Yeah, this belt is not used at all. Let's see if I can bring that up with our blue. In fact, the reds are about here and we have some space, so I'll try to do it a bit closer from here. Alright, that will end up here. So we can do our shapes here. This is the one that's not used. We have some, I don't think this is, yeah, this is not used anymore, so we'll regain back the space here. And we're going to create our opposite squares. Okay, so to create this one, we'll do it a bit differently. So we're going to create a shape like this, and then we're going to use our swapper. Going to show you what it does first. So it's going to create the shape that we're looking for. It's much simpler. That's probably what it's supposed to be used for, but we I hadn't thought about this one yet before. So we're going to use our blueprints for swapper. That goes at the bottom in our current blueprint. Okay, we have our blue here. Let's bring that up there. We have our bottom layer. Next, we need to put 4 pins on top of it. Maybe to put 4 pins, you need a shape with 4 of them, any of them, and then you just put pin on top of it. We haven't done that yet, but I'm assuming that's how it works. I have a bunch of squares that are not used nearby, so yeah, we don't need any of this right now, so we're going to take some of this. So let's try this pin thing here. So it should be this, rotate, pin. Alright, that's it. I'm going to stack that on top of this. Okay, now we need to add this little shape here. All those squares are not used anymore, as we see here, so we'll very quickly do the same thing we've done to create our red over there, to create the 2 squares. And same thing here, just have to rotate them and we'll have our right shape. I'm gonna go do the same thing for the circle. Alright, I have brought the shape we had in all the way up here to here. Right here, I merged it with the shape we just created. And as well as merging those on top of them. So the only thing we're missing on top is that top layer. We just need to add a star. So very simple. We're going to combine those together to create our star. All right, and let's bring it all the way here for the final merge. So we created a line here. We just need to follow those circles. There we go. Let's follow it to our new section. We didn't leave ourselves much space here. That will go on top. And there we go. That's our final shape. So I don't believe we messed that up. We're gonna send that here and send that to the middle. Normally it could be dangerous to just go through another lane like this, but this has been stopped for a little while now, so... It also shows the importance of having a pretty good network as you go further in the game. And there we go. Let's see if we did it right. There we go. Demo finished. Well, that was fun. Also, if you tried the demo, let me know what you thought in the comments. I'm curious. Once this game releases in Q2, I'll definitely give it another playthrough. On this, I wish you a pleasant day, and I'll see you in the next video.